All my people. Let's see. Oh, that's bright. I fired it. Anybody watching? Hell, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, yes. Yes, child, yes. Let's see. People living, people dying. I got some people watching. Hello, everybody. Let's see. I'm trying something. I can't get on camera, of course, because because I don't have one. That's what it is. But it sucks, but it happens. That it sucks, but it happens. Let's see. I'm trying to do something here. Nope. That don't work. Nope. Maybe this will. That sucks. Fuck it. I'll just do it like this. Hope everybody's well. Thought I'd go live because I'm bored. I'm bored. Ow. So it went for the weird and good one. Well, fuck it. That is not what I wanted to say. I wanted to say maybe that'll work. Spacebar. I don't know if it's working or not. I changed the title though. I did. It's the fucking title. Shanny and Shabisky sitting in a tree. Whoa! What's happening, Jack? Dylan the pickle. Yes, it's just a little talking head thingy. Little talking head. Wish I could do. What the hell is that? Something better. Just a chill stream. I'm using the restream thing. So it's really just a chill stream. Pickle. 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 Pickle, pickle, pickle. People, something, something, mother. Oh my goodness. Push this down here where you can hear me better. Oh my goodness. Can you hear me? I hope so. I am literally laying down like Brett Keane over here. Yeah, I don't have a camera at the moment. If Missy or somebody wants to join me, they can if they got a camera. I can send them an invite. But no one really knows I'm streaming, I don't think. Yeah, I wish I had a fucking camera. It definitely sucks not having one. Definitely sucks not having one. But it's just me chilling. Not doing shit. Not doing shit. I could join you, pimp. You could, John Morgan. Let me think on that, John Morgan. You have a camera, John Morgan? This is literally like a Shabisky stream tonight. Why are you doing shit? Just sitting here talking. People digging, people dying. Let me think, John Morgan. Fuck it. Why not, John Morgan? You want to be on, John Morgan? I will send you a link, John Morgan. I'd send you a link, John Morgan. And I'm actually gonna send John Morgan a link. Fuck it. Your dog's lost bed privilege. My dog's lost every kind of privilege there is. That motherfucker's tore up everything. You like big butts and you cannot lie? Are you sure you cannot lie about it then? You may be able to lie about it. You may actually have the ability to tell false statements about that butt. I'm just saying. It's possible that you can lie about the butt. You say you can't lie about the big butts, but you may be able to. In fact, whatever. People living, people dying. Let's see. Whatever. Okay. I like big Shabisky's and I can lie. There you go, Puddles. There you go. I want to see tips, and that's not a lie. What's wrong with the world, Mama? I don't know what's wrong with the world. I ain't your goddamn mama. I ain't your motherfucking mama, boy. Was that? Where is the love? Yeah, that was. Where is the love? Where is the love? People think people think the work is very Pocket, wine free, and it's tiny, on a cheek. Father, Father, God is from above. Sounds just like Black Eyed Peas, don't it? I mean, I think I sounded exactly like the piece of Black Eyes. I believe it did. I believe it did. I believe it did. I believe deep down in my soul. It's nasty 2 a.m. here, so it is, in fact, morning wood for once. Well, it's only 7:45 in the evening time here, my friend. So fuck you. Fuck you. You motherfucker. What is this? The piece of black guys. Yeah. The peas of the black guys. Black guy pea. Black guy pea. Yes, Puddles. It did just turn 7:46. That's what clocks do, my friend. Clocks change. 5:46 for you. So scammers in the West Coast. West Coast. West Coast. West Coast. West Coast. So I'm literally laying in the bed right now. Fucking, I don't have a camera, so why should I set up and talk to you fuckers? Why not just lie down and talk to you fuckers? Why not Brett King the fuck out of this thing? I'm going to Brett King the fuck out of this thing. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel and gonna fuck Barry, 'cause this is a gay wedding. But I have teeth. I do have teeth. This is true. I have teethers. I have some of my teeth. Some of my teeth are missing. So there you go. I don't know where they're at. I put an all points bulletin out on them and they're gone. Boom. Sugar like a. Oh! So I need to see tips too, by the way. They won't flash across the screen because, well, I don't have OBS set up. This is not OBS. But I need to see those tips, though. I tell you what, dude. You want to see tips, too? Well, that's good for you, Puddles. That's awesome for you, Puddles. 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 Poodles in the puddles. Boom, boom, shake the room. Oh! Yep. Tips of pain. Nah. I don't want to see the penis. Personally, I don't want no part of the penis. I mean, I have a penis. I don't even like it. I just farted. I hope y'all heard it. Anyway. Where is the dude? The dude is in your bedroom right now, Lola. Ooh, under the bed. Under the bed. Shabby and Shanny on Fans Only. Rev gets cut. That's right, Dragon. That is correct. You have 7 dongers? Yeah, farts are funny. Farts are fucking hilarious, bro. Farts are like the most hilarious thing to ever be hilarious. If there's anything that ever was hilarious, it's fucking farts. Yeah. Boom. It's hilarious. Do you check under the bed before you sleep? Fuck no. I hope there's something under my bed. I dare motherfucker to be under my bed. No, ma'am, I'm live. That's fine. Let's see. Someone say trap. There you go. There you go. Who the fuck is this person? People sending me friends requests, and I don't know them. If you like farts, what's the Valera scene in the Hollywood Nights? Cool. Did Pimmo take bad drugs or really good ones? I don't know. Well, it's debatable. Did I take the good drugs? Did I take the bad drugs? Did I take the drugs that are in between the good and the bad drugs? That is the question. What is the answer? I don't know. What? Now I gotta see something because if I'm about to be pissed, I think. What the fuck is John Morgan doing here?
Oh, hi, Pimp.
Now I see him. What's up, John Morgan?
Howdy.
You look like a girl.
Oh, thank you. Didn't expect you to actually say yes. I expected you to say, no, give me $100, something like that. So,
well, give me $100.
I gave you $100 yesterday.
So give it to me again today.
Spec says, all right, I'm out.
Spec ain't gonna go nowhere. Spec loves me.
I love Spec. Spec's my buddy.
Spec will be alright, I think. Maybe not. Spec, don't leave. You love me. It looks like the wind blew really hard coming from that way. What? I don't understand that.
Anyway, I just got done watching the DFF episode of, they were discussing 9/11. So, trying to think of things to discuss. I'm a little nervous being on stream with Pimp Monk.
Really? You're nervous? It's because you're a bitch. Don't be a bitch, John Morgan.
Not very nice to your guests, Pimp Monk.
You're not a guest, John Morgan. You're my fucking lolcow for tonight. His pretty hair, says that goth nerd. Some people are making fun of your hair. Some people are complimenting your hair, John Morgan.
Well, I need to get my hair cut because, like, the quarantine, you need to make an appointment to get your hair cut. So it's been growing out a lot longer than it usually does.
Yeah. You look like a character from a movie, and I don't know what movie it is. There's like a nerd character in a certain movie, and I can't grab what movie it is.
Talking about the kid from, like, Kick-Ass and Hot Tub Time Machine.
No, no. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. You're commenting on its current state. We need more people in here, John Morgan.
Yeah.
Message Missy and tell us to get her big titted ass in here. Use those exact words too. Tell her she don't.
Says,
But there's like an older Christmas Story kid. Whoa, that's it, dude. That's it. You look like the kid from Christmas Story.
Story.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him in the eye with the BB gun, dude.
Oh. Oh, yeah, that movie. Haven't seen that since I was, like,
That's
the actor.
whoever said that. I love you.
Hey, what's wrong with being a nerd, Pimp Monk?
There's nothing wrong with being a nerd, dude. Nerds rule the fucking world now. Nerds are the cool kids right now. See, but back in my day when I was a teenager, I beat those people up because no, I didn't actually. That's not true. I hung out with everybody. I did not hang out with a certain type of group. Even though I was considered a jock, I hung out with everybody.
Yeah, I was kind of the same way. Like, I wrestled in high school and played basketball. Wasn't a big sports fan, but
yeah,
like, I kind of mingled between all the different, like, cliques of kids.
You played sports, John Morgan?
Yeah, I took care of myself. My parents didn't allow me to eat junk food, and I exercised every day, so I was actually in good shape. Most kids in America are fat.
I don't believe you, John Morgan. What are you drinking right now, John Morgan?
It's a Core Power High Protein Shake.
Oh, so John Morgan's staying in shape now.
Yeah, so it's got 50% of the recommended daily intake of calcium.
You claim to be an asexual, right, John Morgan?
Yes.
So you really don't like pussy?
Well, like, when I was having seizures, they gave me an MRI, and they found that I have cortical dysplasia of my left temporal lobe. And apparently that's very common for people who have trauma or asymmetry to that particular part of the brain. They kind of just lack any sort of sex drive.
Mm. Well, that sucks, John Morgan. Do you know Lola Bohemia?
Sounds familiar. Oh, no, the person in the chat?
Lola's wanting to come into the chat. Is Lola of age and is Lola a troll? That's the question.
I don't know who she is or who he is.
Because I don't mind I used to bring in people like that back in the day. But then, it's negative. There's a very negative shit that happens because of that.
Yeah, Shabisky's been dealing with a lot of, like, trolls making sock puppet accounts and everything because they're mad.
Well, that happens. That's fucking tragic in them, though.
Yeah,
that's a little bit dead. See, but that's the thing. People are afraid to call out motherfuckers. I am not. You know this. I am not afraid to call out anybody. I don't give a fuck if you have 5 million subscribers or 5 subscribers. I'll call your punk ass out.
Yeah, I mean, like, I started streaming and Two Guns was on, and one of the people in Tragic's little clique was doxing Two Guns.
Yeah.
So we ended up kicking him from my chat, and he kept spamming the chat the entire night, making like 1,000,001 different accounts. And it's just like
that happens. Yeah. You know, look. The thing about it is, though, it's dirty, it's shitty. But there's nothing to really do about it. If they want to do it, there's not a lot. Do I know Lola? You've been helping Missy with that. Are you Paul's chick, Lola? I hate to call this out in public, but are you Paul's girlfriend?
Lola has a Discord. She needs to send Pimp Monk some kind of confirmation.
Because if it's who I'm thinking about, I don't know her, but Anyways. Lola, are you a girl? Are you a girl, sis Puddles? I'm 35 year old female and I'm running a non-profit called Untangle the Net.
Okay. Sounds kind of dirty.
It does sound kind of dirty, doesn't it? It sounds like a porn. Sounds like a porn. Is it a porn?
Here, I guess I'll Google it.
Google it, bitch. Let me check my tip machine. Nobody's tipped yet. I'm quietly disappointed in that. Yeah, Jeff Holiday did research for him and many other of your guests. Hello. Okay, well, message me on Twitter, and then I'll send you a link. And you can come in here and rub my nipples. And John Morgan's nipples. John Morgan will like it, though, because he's asexual. But I'm bisexual. Yeah. So, John, you acting nervous that I brought you on. What's up with this?
Well, it's just, I guess I'm a little tentative. I watched your show, and this is the first time you brought me on. I want to make a good first impression.
Well, see, you usually talk shit.
Oh, you usually... Are you
Tell
there?
me, though. I froze up.
Usually, that's just...
I froze up for a second. Yeah.
I did the same thing to Shabisky. It's just, yeah.
Shabisky doesn't really like you, though.
No, he doesn't.
No, he talks mad shit behind your back. Did you know that?
Well, he talks mad shit to my face as well, so...
No, he talks like... It's just comedy stuff he talks to your face. But it's like, see, he told me you fucked your cousin and stuff.
Oh, I don't know where he got that from.
He said he got it from your cousin. You know I'm making this shit.
Yeah, I know. He's all the way in Nevada. I'm in Maryland, so... I don't know how he came across my cousin.
I came across your cousin. She liked it.
Well, my cousin's 4.
Did what, buddy?
My cousin's 4.
Your cousin's a whore?
No, she's 4.
She's 4?
Yeah.
You don't have but one cousin?
I was trying to make a joke there.
That was a pedophile joke, though.
Oh. Yeah, I guess.
I'd be nervous, too. Why would you be nervous? I get that sometimes. People are always like that when they first meet me, and I'm noticing like other YouTubers, but like me, because they think that I'm going to like jump down their throat. They think that I'm going to scream and shit. I don't know what. I'm not going to scream at random people.
No, screaming at people is fun.
I like screaming at people.
Now, what do you think about the concept of like yelling at somebody being considered assault?
You what now?
Like, what do you think of like how a lot of states classify yelling as a form of assault?
Oh,
do you think that yelling should fall within the boundaries of assault, or do you think that's kind of...
I think that's horseshit.
Yeah.
That's not assault. Assault is physically touching someone.
What about like in Better Call Saul, where he walks up to Mike and points his finger at him? So touching him with his finger is assault? Do you think?
Well, I don't know. I mean, dashing water on somebody is considered assault. So, yeah. It depends on intent, and plus, it's hard to prove an intent. So, I mean, we got Lola up in this bitch. She is a female. That's a real girl right there, John Morgan.
Oh boy.
Oh, hi.
So she's a real pretty girl too, John. Are you erect?
I'm
I don't think you would make
kind
a
of
difference.
different.
John's sexual, and this honestly, I'm a very accepting person. Everybody knows that. I accept everybody. I don't accept asexuals.
Well, I find that I actually don't have a difficult time interacting with women because I don't think about sex or anything.
Because I don't think asexuality is real. That's my thing. I know that I sound like an asshole, but I just don't think the real meaning of asexuality is real. I don't think it's a real fucking thing.
I mean, I think it's more of a chemical thing in his case.
Yeah,
that can't really be like wrapped around entirely. I mean, think of like when you're feeling real. I mean, this isn't quite what he's feeling, but it's the best way for me to describe it. Like if you feel really sick, like one of the last things you want to do is like, be intimate with someone or whatever. Like that's when you're not thinking.
I don't care if I got pneumonia. You want to suck my dick? Go ahead and do it.
It's okay. But I mean, I can kind of understand it aware. I've had moments, but I mostly just like, I described it in your chat earlier. So
yeah. Well, I mean, look, I know, like I said, I'm the first one to tell you I'm a dick when I say things like that. I try to understand a lot of things, and I've never could grasp asexuality. I just can't. And I know I'm sounding like an asshole, but you're doing your hair like this, turning me on too. But you're very Caucasian, though. Very Caucasian.
This girl's a little pale. I think she needs to be out in the sun.
You are pale. And everybody knows I like the melanin chicks. But you and Missy could pass for sisters, by the way.
I've been told.
Yeah. John Morgan, look at her. Think of Missy. They can pass for sisters. John Morgan, you're supposed to talk. I want to say shit to you.
Oh, look up Geschwin syndrome if you don't believe me.
I'm a professional motherfucker.
You've never heard of the psychologist Geschwin?
Yeah, I talk to him all the time.
Oh, I believe he's dead.
You believe I'm stupid, right?
I don't really think you're stupid.
No, I am very ignorant to certain things, and I'm ignorant to Saskatchewan, whatever the fuck you just said. But
I don't think knowledge really has much to do with intelligence. Usually, when I think people are stupid, it's when they don't acknowledge their own ignorance. When people
what is it called? Syncretic knowledge. When you admit you don't know. What it's called? Yeah, I think that is the best knowledge you can have is when you can actually admit that you don't know something. And personally, I would rather sit there and tell you, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, than try to talk about it and seem like a complete fucking idiot. And some people, especially people on YouTube, like to do that a lot. That's the reason I actually do love Shabisky, because he's not going to put his foot in his mouth and try to talk about something he don't know.
Well, he barely talks.
Well, that's true, too. Because he don't know nothing.
There's a joke I make that I'm sure you don't see when I come into your show sometimes, which admittedly I don't wake up that early very often. But I'm just like, oh, they have a guest on the show. They have Shabisky on the show. I never see him. I always make a joke that I'm surprised to see or hear him.
Yeah, he's
I was like, oh, I didn't recognize Shabisky was here. That's fantastic.
The thing about Shabs though is when he does talk, he's usually very funny. He's entertaining as hell, and he's got such a huge fucking heart too. Also, like when my dad passed away last year, he did this whole fucking stream and made like $500 just for me and sent it to So he's got a huge fucking heart. There's a lot of people that stepped up during my dad's stuff, and I appreciate it. John Morgan like last year. He knew my mom was really sad during Christmas. He went and bought her a dining room suit. John Morgan here did.
I remember somebody did that.
It was John Morgan. It was John Morgan. And I appreciate it. And I pick on John. Everybody knows I pick on John. But I do, don't get me wrong, when I know when I appreciate that shit. I hope he knows it. But he's still a bitch.
Puddles is saying I'm upsetting him.
Why are you upsetting Puddles?
I don't know.
I'm getting upset because I ain't got no tips yet. But I'm glad you get.
Just hours before, you tweeted 2 people I knew. And I'm just like, what do you mean you don't know me? Irate Alex was one of them.
Yeah?
Yeah, like him and I have collabed. We might, I don't know if we will again, but there's a video we need to make together. And then Missy knows me, but yeah, like we cross paths in a few ways. I don't like making my own videos because I become obsessed with detail.
Well, I don't know. I write Alex like other people know him. I know him. He's been on the show like twice. There's a lot of people I know that I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I know all the big YouTubers. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them and stuff. Of business and done things with them and stuff. But it's just like I don't know everybody they know because I honestly don't watch nobody's videos and streams. I don't anymore. I used to, but after you do this shit for so long, it becomes, like there's no way. Much respect to like Geek Room and all them and Alice and all them for watching. Like, but there's no way I could watch Shanny for Christ videos like they do. No fucking way.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I think that there's a reason for each person that's like I'm not as hardcore drawn to it, but there's an aspect of her that just pisses me off to no end, and it's the victim versus.
You do realize that you guys are the one that's making her relevant, right?
Me, not necessarily. No, I'm picking apart more of the fact that if she wants to get out, if she is a victim of insert blank here, whatever is here, that it's a choice whether or not she moves on and decides to get better. And I kind of want to.
Oh, she's gonna respond though. Y'all know she's gonna respond. That's the reason you do it.
I take delight in scaring the ever-loving shit out of her.
Now, don't you think she's kind of crazy? She's mentally ill, like
to a slight degree, but I really don't. In the sense that I have a similar mental illness and I can still conduct myself in a mannerly way. I want to say something. Give her an excuse.
I want to say something that everybody, like, I always say shit that people disagrees with, and I love that because I don't really give a fuck. The one person in the whole area, and I don't like him at all, but a lot of people, I heard people say he's stupid, and he's not. Rev is not a stupid person.
Yeah, I don't think he's. Some people don't really like him, and while
I
don't, but I think that there is a little bit of hope for him. A little bit.
Yeah, and I see sometimes that Rev, but honestly, here's the thing that's crazy, and we all know that we all fuck up in this department. Rev truly does love Shanny, I believe. I don't think she loves him.
No.
I think she loves his money.
Yes.
Because Rev has money. A lot of people don't know that. Rev comes from a rich family, from what I hear. This is what I've heard through the grapevine. I do not study these people. Fuck these people. I've made fun of these people, but I don't know. I don't do a lot. Like, my content's not like pretty much everything them because I couldn't do that. Not saying that you're bad for doing that. I'm just saying I couldn't personally do that. That's what I'm saying. I'm too scatterbrained to focus on one person. I just say I'm.
Well, that's why you get the pharmaceutical amphetamines. Where did I put them?
That's the reason they call me the
YouTuber. Only reason I'm focusing on anything.
That's the reason I've been called the YouTuber, the content creator, because a lot of creators like me more than like their fans, because a lot of fans want to hear about this. A lot of fans do really like YouTubers and content creators who have a shtick, who do a certain thing. I'm not one of those. I talk about a million fucking different things. So, and a lot of content creators like that, but a lot of fans like sticking with one thing, and I understand that. But I'm too fucking old, scatterbrained to do that. Like I said before, I can't do that.
Yeah.
And plus, I like pissing everybody off.
I do. I like that too, honestly. I like to. Fun. Yeah, because
I've had. The fucking Keemstar's been on my stream cussing me out before and hollering at me. I've had people with 5 million subscribers and people with 5 subscribers cuss me out. I love that shit.
Yeah.
And plus, I treat everybody the same. Like, if you walked in here and you had 30 million subscribers, I would treat you the same as I would John Morgan. If I liked you, I liked you. If I didn't like you, I didn't like you. That's just how I am. I don't like people who fucking clout chase. I don't like that shit. People's done it with me.
I currently have 50 subscribers.
There you go.
Yay!
Yeah.
And she's got a nice smile.
I mean, my teeth don't look great, but thank you.
It'll be okay.
Yeah. But I don't know how I got half my subscribers. I popped up in some like ladies. If they weren't online holding their phones, they'd be knitting. It was like some old ladies circle where they were gossiping, and I popped up in there and explained to them how to find out certain data from a cell phone photo.
Yeah.
So they could figure out like who was doing what. I'm just
like in recent time, like the last couple years.
Yeah. And
okay, then you're good. Because here's why. Because if you can get subscribers during this time, they'll stay. But if you're like old school, kind of like I am, some people say I'm old school. I've been around a while. The subscribers really don't mean shit anymore because YouTube is fucked.
Yeah. It's more like I make videos and there's a spot I can put them.
Yeah.
But a lot of my content, I don't stick to just videos. I do a couple of different things, but my main focus is on the project I'm trying to make.
I've heard a lot of people say that like Google is ignoring the U in YouTube. Like YouTube used to be a place where just anyone could post like videos of their cats or them on vacation and so forth. Now it's about like just movie clips. It's about chilling to these big companies and everything. Yeah. And they're kind of ignoring what like YouTube is meant to be to begin with.
I mean,
YouTube used to be different
before.
Yeah.
What's that?
Did you ask could we make money off of it before?
I mean, didn't like around 2014, 2015, weren't people making more money then?
I was making serious money in 2016.
So why would they change it?
Because I don't know.
Google can make more money.
Yeah.
It's more lucrative for them than the individual.
Yeah, I was doing okay in 2016 and 2017. I was doing really good. I mean, I was on Patreon, and plus I was making all the ad money, and now I don't make any ad money. No ad money. They don't advertise on my channel because I'm too edgy. But because I don't mind saying fuck and shit and telling somebody to suck my cock.
Like Netflix has like a kid version, and then they have like their standard
if
version.
If YouTube would do that, it would be amazing.
Yeah.
They say they do that.
They don't for pedophiles, but that could be a good and a bad thing.
Yeah. Well, YouTube is. I mean, they had to do something about that shit. I admit that at one point the pedophile shit was kind of rough on here. Yeah. It was. But banning people for basically cursing or saying an opinion that is a little bit edgy is wrong. I don't give a shit what the opinion is. This is just wrong. And I've been banned for the dumbest shit. Dude, I'm not banned, but I've been suspended. I'm one of the most suspended people on this motherfucker because I've been suspended for. Now there was one video I kind of agree that it should have been suspended for but it was a skit. It was like a Saturday Night Live skit. It was called Nazi sizing. It was silly. It was dumb. It was about a flamboyant fat gay guy looking for an exercise program, and he found one called Nazi sizing. And there was an exercise called throw the juice in the oven, and there was some, and it got banned. I understand that, but like the one that I did for my friend Jacqueline Glenn, where I was pimpisha, acting like I wanted to have lesbian sex, they banned me for bullying, which she liked the fucking video.
She didn't even report. Like she wasn't even reported it. That's fucked up.
No, she publicly said I thought it was funny.
Well, my first stream got taken down for like violent content, but we were covering a video that was already uploaded on YouTube, and it was a news story.
Yeah. Well, I got in trouble with that too. I got in trouble for doing a video in 2016. They did it, but they banned me last year for it. So it was like, not this year, actually, the beginning of this year. 4 years ago, I did a video, anti-child abuse video I did. It was anti-child abuse. And they banned me for it because there was a video in there where the priest was beating kids.
Oof.
But I was against it. It was me talking against the fucking... It's back when opinions mattered.
I have to say what I've learned from being kind of somebody that's been in the background for most of the time. And then about 2 years later, I started kind of getting more to the foreground. what I've noticed is that if you're someone that is an excellent bullshit detector, you will not be liked. Whether you say the bullshit you detect or not.
Yeah.
You keep it to yourself. You're not going to be liked. Now,
I
you may
wanna-
have information people want from you,
Mhm.
and they'll buddy up till they get that out of you, and you won't know. You're like, oh, I want to be helpful. Here's this. Here's the plot twist to your month-long saga you've been working on. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Don't credit me. Just, help me out. And then they're like, oh, she's socially climbing or something. I'm like, I didn't want to be mentioned.
Yeah.
But then I all of a sudden get all the shit, and then they're like, oh yeah, we covered this story. I'm like, bullshit. I wouldn't mind it except for just getting hated for it, but there's a whole story that goes along with that.
Well, people
Yeah.
don't know what they want to hear. People don't want to hear what they need to hear.
Or
Yeah,
Chris
that's
was
true.
The actual predator the whole time.
That's crazy. The Chris Hansen shit, that was kind of crazy.
Yeah, I guess you knew that in December.
A lot of people was pointing that shit out, though.
Yeah, but it's I mean, here's where you might remember me. I did, and then shortly afterwards, somebody had to go and then tell him a bunch of bullshit. But
Yeah.
Jeff Holiday, great. Like I consider him a really good friend of mine. He's had my back in a lot of situations.
Yeah, I like
in the same
Jeff.
part of the country. He brought me on Billy the Fridge's live stream to go over the different resources and what Hansen did wrong.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay, now I remember
That
you.
made me so sick to my. I couldn't stand. I hated it. I like doing small live streams. That's cool, but big no, I hated it. So, and then I saw people trying to talk shit about me. I'm like, who the fuck?
Oh,
are
that's
you?
gonna happen, dude.
I was like, bitches, I don't know.
Yeah, I've been on streams with thousands of fucking people, 10 people. It don't matter how many people it is, they're gonna talk shit about you. Fuck them.
Well, it's
I mean,
sadism. Reading an article about how internet trolls are just like sadists. They 10% of the population, they get a dopamine rush from seeing other people in pain, and it's some kind of I guess genetic mutation. But yeah, where most people feel empathy, sadists actually get a dopamine high.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
human beings naturally will focus on the negative that's around them as a survival mechanism, because they're trying to look out for what may be of harm or what is sensed as negative. So they're going to pay attention to oh, is this going to hurt me? Oh no, this is just some shit. It kind of trips the same wires. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So people pay a little bit more attention to it.
I blame John Morgan.
Everything's my fault.
Yeah, y'all come on. I started losing fucking viewers when y'all came on. What the fuck's that all about? I was sitting here with no goddamn camera. Had good
What?
viewers. You two fuckers
Did
come
I
on, everybody
curse
leave.
you?
DP streaming.
I don't care.
They're doing their 777 stream. They probably just started.
Yeah, a lot of my community is their community, so yeah, I can understand that. They may have been. I don't think so. Anyways, God damn it, John Morgan said Gage.
What did I do, Gage?
Gage is blaming you, John Morgan.
Oh.
Where the fuck is Missy at, dude?
Well, it says she's invisible in Discord, and
I don't even know where my phone's at. I'd call her. Where's my fucking phone at, John Morgan?
You might remember me recently as the person that offered to send you a Wi-Fi card.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that. But you gotta understand, I've had 35 concussions. I don't remember much.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's a oopsie.
It's hard for me to remember shit. I don't know where my goddamn phone's at.
I have seizures occasionally. They're not quite as bad as they used to be. But they're scary as shit.
yeah, I had a seizure a few weeks ago, or it was more than a month and a half ago, and I hit my head on the side of the desk. I had this big giant bruise on the side of my head.
Oh, do you have the grand mal ones?
Yeah, I have grand mal seizures, and I have parietal seizures.
I have absent seizures now that I kind of just check out. I'm just gone for a little bit. But I take medication for it. I
Medications
put it.
suck.
Well, I get to take Klonopin, fortunately, because it's related to some other stuff. But it's Wizard of Oz. You guys, that's another person. He gave me the joke to have for my big pill container about a game to play called Nana Pillbox Roulette.
Really? He's funny. Nick's funny guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will. He's been going through some shit. He just lost. I think he lost his father,
Oh.
or his father's dying. One, I can't remember what it was. But yeah, his father's pretty sick. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe I read that wrong. Yeah, Wizard of Oz is awesome. I don't know why you think that, says Puddles.
Oh, Mickey Richards says he didn't expect John Morgan to look like that.
Oh yeah, because they expect you. What did you expect John Morgan to look like?
Like a fat neck beard.
Yeah, probably. I'm a fat neckbeard.
I don't think you're a neckbeard.
I'm really not a neckbeard. I'm a goatee chin.
And like TJ, Kirk, and Paul, they consider themselves to be neckbeards. I wouldn't consider themselves to be neckbeards based on the definition.
They're definitely neckbeards, bro.
Well, I mean, they have. Well, I don't know. Like when I think of a neckbeard, I think of people who can't take a joke at all. They take themselves way too seriously. They are overly pedantic. They're obsessed with like just following rules down to the exact detail. And they like to act like smartasses. So they like to laugh, roll their eyes, engage in pseudo-intellectualism, talk down to other people like, you're so stupid. You don't know as much as I do. That's what I think of when I think of like that fedora beard archetype.
Really? I never broke it down like that.
I think TJ
and Paul have a person with beards on their necks.
No. I think it's like, yeah, it's like being a hipster or being like a jock. You don't need a neck beard technically to be a neck beard.
Yeah.
I've never really
technically
thought about it.
Sorry.
Neck beard, is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah, that's totally me. I got a few little ones I try to work on. No, like I'm still a goth kid.
You look like a goth kid.
Yeah. There was a period of high school though where I wasn't allowed to be one.
You and Missy are goddamn like fucking mayonnaise twins. I'm gonna start calling you the mayonnaise twins.
Mayonnaise?
Because your skin looks white as mayonnaise.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a comparison. I've heard porcelain, I've heard ivory, and then one day there was mayonnaise.
Yeah. Of porcelain ivory. They just trying to fuck y'all. I'm serious. You know like goddamn mayonnaise.
That's the worst pickup line I've ever heard. Jesus.
Call me bread. Hey!
I mean, I do have a very twink-looking boyfriend in that room over there.
Oh, so you like little bitty boys. So you don't like real men. Okay, I understand.
I'm pretty much all over the place.
Oh, so you fuck them fat, skinny, tall, small. It don't matter as long as they treat you well, right? That's good.
Yep.
There you go. That's cool. Me too, but I do have a preference, and that is girls with melanin ladies. I love my black girls. Everybody knows that. But there's no like, it's not a fetish for me, by the way. And I don't like white guys who do use white girls for fetishes. I grew up, everybody knows my story. I grew up in the hood. Most of my life was all black people. I was surrounded by black friends, black girls, and that just it was natural for me to date black girls. So it just happened that way. But now I don't like people who fetishize black women. It's wrong. To a point.
Like if they have the fetish and they just like look at porn associated with that fetish, like that.
Yeah, but it's not. They're not a trophy.
Okay, I'm seeing how you're meaning it now. Gotcha.
Well, I mean, if they just date black women because they're into black women,
that's not fetishizing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like they think of them not as a person; they think of them as just a black person.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just the visual, basically.
Yeah. It's not the person. Because I've dated many white, well, I was married to a white girl, so it's not like that for me. I don't just. It's like, but I have most of the interactions, especially when I was younger. Most of my interactions were with black women, so I was like the way it was. Now I do have more interactions with both white, black, well, Mexican, I have Asians. I need to fuck a Filipino midget. That's
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of viewers from the Philippines because I stream late at night.
Yeah. Well, I went viral with that TikTok video I did in Africa. I had a lot of chicks come over to me and go, and it was, yeah.
And apparently, the Philippines they have the most positive view towards Americans compared to like any other country.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Which, their current president, I don't know. I think they used to be an American colony.
They did.
Yeah, that might have something to do with it.
Unfortunately, they're getting more scam call centers put in the country too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There was a guy you had in here earlier in the chat called Scammer Killer.
Yeah.
He's a bit vocally difficult to understand, but I will say that that's one person I think that knew me from before because of people I different associate with. But I do all the recon stuff for the scam baiting.
Yeah, I know it's Scammer. He was supposed to be on the show a while back, but there was some shit that went wrong. But yeah, there you Scammer's still here.
Yeah, I'm the one. I don't know if he remembers. I just to inform. Yeah, I'm the one that knew Neep and Jim Browning and shit. But,
there you go.
Yeah.
John Morgan does porn.
No, I don't.
Does he do the nice guy stuff on Pornhub where it's just, I hold her hand and I talk to her about her day?
He gets beat by black guys on porn. That's what it is. It's a certain kind of fetish porn he does.
When it comes to sexual stuff, it's like if I see somebody who's nude, it's like, okay, they're just naked. But beyond that, it's like, okay, like I really don't get why people are so like fascinated with sex and everything. I just don't.
Because it's awesome.
Well, like the way like sex is considered to be like taboo, where like if people talk about it in certain settings, like people freak out. Like how like if a movie has sexual content in it, it's considered more egregious compared to films that don't have sexual content. I just the way people go about like just addressing sexual content, I just don't get it.
You need a blowjob.
Well, to me, beyond like the physicality of sex, I really just, it's like people have sex to reproduce. Beyond that, it's like, okay.
No, reproducing is, to look at sex like that is so boring to me. It's for reproducing. Fuck that shit. It's for getting your nuts. That's what it's for. It's for having fun. It's for screaming out loud. It's for spanking somebody. It's way more than fucking reproducing shit.
Yeah, and Puddle says it could be my medication causing this. That could be. I mean,
that can really do that. Because I'm familiar with those seizure medications that I fortunately don't have to be on. But I mean, like as far as in the sense of like it's just for reproduction or what what have you. While I may know that, like I can't reproduce, but I still have a drive to do it. It's just gonna be fun trying. I more got into the whole like I guess more of the mental like space of it and more of like the power exchange and that sort of thing. I was really, before I decided to fully go into YouTube, I was a dominatrix for 10 years and I focused more on the cerebral aspect because those guys had money.
Yeah.
So I knew if I put myself out there, and I barely like showed any skin, like I mean, I would wear like something strappy or whatever, but I'm like, nobody's marketing somebody that's snarky, charismatic, and intellectual. I'm gonna get that market. So I did it. I made $10 a minute. I didn't get to keep all of it, but like that was a good job, and I was really creative with it, and it was enjoyable for them. To me, it was just funny.
If you're intelligent, that just means you're arrogant to a lot of people.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm there's some stuff that I'm really passionate about. Like I'm just massively nerdy just because that's what is kind of like my hobby is learning things. But I also associate with being arrogant about a lot of stuff because it kind of gives me that sense of like, oh, I'm needed in society. I should stick around. Like, so I have a feeling of utility, I guess. So I kind of just, you know, get myself engaged in that, and it helps a lot. Helps keep the depression away.
I seen that Missy tweeted out the stream, so she's around. She need to bring her big titted ass up in here. What's up, bitch?
I haven't talked to her in a while.
John Morgan, tell her she's a hoe if she don't come in here.
Don't
say that about her, John Morgan. That's rude.
Well, I said, Pimp says, get your big tittied ass in here. And I said his words, not mine.
John Morgan, I didn't say that.
Okay. Well, I mean,
you're sexualizing her breast.
She can go back and look at the demands that you gave me.
People know better than that, John Morgan. They know I'm an innocent. I'm a nice guy, John Morgan. I'll never say that about that bitch.
That's self-justification, Pimp Monk.
You're justificating something. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you. I can't get my foot in my shoe.
One of the first things that I remember hearing from you, Pit Monk, was that you took kratom.
I used to.
Used to? Oh.
Yeah. Well, I would if it didn't raise my blood pressure, but it fucks with my blood pressure.
Oh, no. That sucks.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's good for pain, for sure.
Mm-hmm. That's what I take instead of narcotics, is I take kratom. I mean, while you can still be dependent on it, it's definitely a lot safer.
It is.
So anything I can be on that's in combination with...
Have you tried turmeric?
Turmeric?
Yeah. It's an herb.
Yeah, it's a spice that's put in curry.
Well, they can use it as a spice, so you can also get the capsules, so it can be used medicinally.
I think it makes my feet smell if I use that one.
Well, I mean,
it's a bad valerian root.
That has the medicinal properties is curcumin, so usually the capsules have that in it, and curcumin helps with joint pain, and that helps with like rheumatism and everything. And then there's also ginger root.
The kratom's a little bit stronger. Yeah, I have a dislocated jaw, so if I could season it, trust me, I would.
I mean, that would help with pain, but I noticed that turmeric and ginger, like, they help with, they make you feel more fluid. They help you with feeling less stiff. So I noticed that you tend to have less cartilage and everything when you take those.
Less cartilage?
Yeah, like, you know, when your joints feel stiff and they're constantly snapping.
I have a slipped disc, like, in my jaw. So I don't know if that would really help.
Yeah.
But we can see if my partner will season me.
Well, there you go.
Good night in. But yeah, I have to. I got, I guess, hired for some sort of odd job, and I'm like, I'll do it. Just get my next bag of kratom, which is like $25. And I switched the vein types so that I don't grow a tolerance.
Mm-hmm.
And so now it's the round for white vein, which is not my favorite, but
white sucks.
Again, keep it down.
I don't like white vein.
Yeah, it's a
vein where it's at.
Missy says she doesn't want to come on.
Well, tell Missy to suck my balls.
She says she's just not feeling it this weekend.
Well, tell her to suck my balls.
I don't want to tell her that.
Tell her that.
Okay, I'll say Pimp says
suck his ball. Doing all right, Mother Coconuts. How you doing? I'm still looking for some tips tonight, folks. What the fuck's up, man? Seriously. You guys are pissing me off. Let me see here.
Do you need any graphic design done?
Any graphic designs? Maybe.
Okay.
Do you work in graphic design?
I work in pretty much every area of IT except for hardware and like server side stuff.
Cool.
But
Do
I
you do
like
channel art and everything?
I did all my thumbnails on my channel and all the editing and everything.
Yeah, would you be willing to do thumbnails and stuff for my channel? And
Absolutely, because I'm broke for starting a nonprofit.
okay.
Yeah. But no, like
There you go.
Monk, I'll give you like a $25 credit.
Okay.
I work pretty fast. Well, no, this is gonna show. Well, no, I already told my age in the chat. But I've been using Photoshop for like 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Something absurd like that. Built a website back whenever there was like Angel Fire and GeoCities. Good times.
Okay.
Good times. And I didn't learn. I only learned how to edit videos a little over a year and a half ago because I had to defend myself.
Oh.
Twice now.
What were the accusations?
Well, I had the Hackuzation.
Oh.
There's the Hackuzation trilogy, which was the first, like, what was it? My second video had like 4,500 views. I'm like, well, I came out of nowhere. But they're like, you did a really good job on this. I'm like, well, I kind of have a background in some of the stuff here. I just never worked with the actual video editing program. But there's about to be a round 2. I'm going to Star Wars it and do another trilogy. Now, instead of people saying like, oh, she's a cyber criminal, like hacker, now I'm just a fraud. And it was told to way more people.
Wow.
Like millions.
And what was their evidence for this, or?
Because Chris Hansen passed around my resume.
Oh, I don't know the backstory with Chris Hansen or any of that stuff.
Oh, he's not gonna have a seat. I'm gonna beat him with the chair Springer style.
Oh.
There you go.
Everybody's like, oh, well, he's gonna have a seat. I'm like, no, he's gonna be beat with the shit. No, there's oof. Yeah, big oof. I tried to get Vincent out of the way, and I was like, that guy sucks. He put right clicks disabled on his fucking homepage, not realizing that there's like a hotkey for that shit. Like, come on now. So then I just figured out he stole everything. All of his sites were completely vulnerable. But no, then Hanson saw what I was able to do. She's like, I don't think that she's going to be down with doing.
I'm hearing some echoing.
Yeah, who's not wearing headphones?
Me. I never wear headphones anymore because they're fucking broke right now. But it shouldn't be coming from me though.
It is.
Well, it happens. I can't do nothing I can do about it.
All right, you're good.
I don't hear it.
Yeah, you might not. It's not
Someone
too bad.
says, why does Pimp Monk look like the Christmas Story kid?
That's my new look. I look like the Christmas Story kid.
Oh my God, September is almost over, and
Is it?
we're approaching the end of the year.
September still got a while, bro. What are you talking about?
To me, once we're past like the 10th of any month, I pretty much just it's almost been over.
We're only 12 days in September, man.
Time's going by really fast. It's kind of creeping me out.
It kind of is going by fast.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I've been trying to establish like the foundation just to show people, hey, this is a thing I'm trying to run, and here's proof I can do what I'm saying. So I've been working on a bunch of different projects, and there's this website people kept making. Okay, maybe you can get this shit, but okay, here's an example of something that fortunately I don't know anybody that did it, but it's gonna paint the picture for the larger image. So imagine I'm some like little old nosy lady outside, and I'm, there's somebody like around the corner, like down like a few buildings down from me or whatever. It's kind of within earshot, not entirely, but I'm like,
I've been seeing these guys. They've been toting something back and forth. I don't know what it is. They are up late at night. I think they have. How you doing? Yeah. I think they have something. And, I just went ahead and just told Twitter instead of the police because my brain it don't work.
but basically,
I just felt like giving them a heads up, Basically, now they have time to bury the evidence wherever and just, book it on to Cuba. Because I just went ahead and did that, was a fucking idiot.
yes, that's what you do. Whenever you find a CP site and you make a video on it before reporting it, you just let them delete everything.
What is
Ugh.
I knew.
That's a big no-no in that area, basically. If you find a website that has especially that kind of activity on it, you don't want to give them a heads up because there's no telling how much there is behind it. And some idiot decided to put it on the clear net, like the regular internet, not deep web. And me and a couple other people figured out who it was, where it was hosted, like everything behind it, and I reported it to Swedish authorities. And by the time I did that, they packed up and moved everything to Russia.
Russia?
Mm-hmm.
I can see it from my backyard.
Like Pirate Bay, they found that they had like a server in a cave.
Yeah, and it was in Sweden, actually, because they have the strongest privacy laws.
Yeah, I do know. In Germany, they don't really go after people if they engage in sketchy like internet activity. At least when it comes to like piracy and so forth.
Yeah. I'm gonna need one of y'all to get naked. Y'all can choose which one.
I heard something about get naked and choose.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get one of y'all. One of y'all have to get naked. I just gotta. Y'all have to choose
Your
which one.
account will get deleted for like nudity.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing any socks. How about that?
That counts.
All right, cool.
I'm not wearing any underdrawers or pants or shirt. I'm naked, but you can't see it. Anyways, I thought this was BitChute. It's not BitChute, Puddles. Why would you think this was BitChute? I'm not a Republican racist skinhead.
Well, nobody can tell right now.
I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, you're a skinhead, but you're not that kind of skinhead.
That's true.
And the same way you have a neck beard, but you're not that kind of neck beard.
Yeah. Well, I actually don't have a neck beard. I have a goatee. Disappointed because no one is fucking tipping me right now, John Morgan. You have to make up for it.
Here, I'll tip you after the stream.
No, you do it now, John Morgan. Mother Burrito says, we love you, pimp, but we don't want to see you naked. Well, you can't speak for we, by the way. You speak for you, Mother Cup Burrito. Who the fuck is Mother Burrito?
She had a lot of drama with like Shabisky and everything.
Oh, I know. I knew the name. I knew the name. That's the reason I asked that. I wasn't being an asshole. I knew the name. I just couldn't. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Pimp
couldn't flip it in my head.
booted her from the community for some reason.
Well, Mother Burrito and their business is their business. I mean, Shabisky knows that. I mean, I don't have any problems with Mother Burrito. So.
One reason why you might be having a hard time is because I can't find your link anywhere.
Yeah, that's not hard. That's not unusual.
Yeah, that might help you out a little bit.
For YouTube. Me and YouTube doesn't like each other too much. Well, we're not doing that either. We're not bashing anybody in here. So, yeah, unless they're bashing me. If somebody's bashing me in here, then fuck them. I'll bash them.
All right. Even though I shouldn't do.
And by the way, I think a lot of people want to see me naked, especially people who I've flashed. Wait a minute, that's not really them wanting to see me. It's me enforcing my naked upon them, but still. I basically streaked across a casino in Reno, which was kind of cool. I dropped my pants and walk across the casino. So yeah.
Yeah, there's a homeless guy. I live in Baltimore. He completely stripped down in the nude where I live, and the cops were arresting him.
Well, he just wanted to air out his peen.
Well, I don't like how the cops handled it. They were just tasering him.
You should be free to air out your peen anytime you want to.
I probably should have filmed it, but he
No,
was
you
naked.
shouldn't have filmed it. What the fuck?
Well, the cops were kind of being assholes. They were like the way they were tasering him and everything. It's like the guy's mentally ill. Why don't they just restrain him? I mean, there were several cops there.
Yeah.
I don't think your stream or your tip alert thing's on.
My tip alert things. No, it's not. Because I don't have. Thank you, Lola, for the $3. Appreciate it. Says Barry, I gotta be happy. Thank you so much. No, I'm not using the OBS. I'm using Restream, and I don't. Yeah, so I'm directly streaming through Restream. So, yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Was it mentally ill or PCP? Says Mother Burrito.
Well, he's a homeless guy in the community, so I'm guessing
it was
just
mentally PCP.
PCP once, and it just made my knees hurt.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. No. Ketamine. No, I didn't do PCP. I did ketamine.
I do know that PCP like does make people resistant to pain, so like they can get tasered several times and like it will have like no effect or whatever. And it takes like several cops just to hold them down. Like that one guy who held the female officer by her hair was like bashing his body against her.
Yeah.
Like, he was on PCP.
Yeah, that's not what I took. Somebody gave me like a little bit of ketamine, and my knees felt weird, and I just went and laid down. I didn't like it.
But this guy fell over after being tased once, so I don't think he was on any drugs. I think he was probably just schizophrenic.
Schizophrenic.
Yeah, he pretends that he's like in a war every night, so you can hear him like making explosions, like explosion noises with his mouth and everything, and simulating gunfire with his mouth. And it's like he pretends that he's in a battle zone, and he'll like run around and hide behind like a trash can. And so I live in a very liberal area, so they're actually very nice to the homeless people in the area that I live in. Okay. So a lot of them do kind of flock here. This is one of the more prestigious neighborhoods in Baltimore. But yeah, he does engage in some pretty interesting behavior.
Does he at least get like decent health care?
I don't think so.
Where'd Pimp go?
Pimp left us.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I guess just we gotta hold down the full.
How you doing? You doing good? This is a little weird.
Yep.
Oh, now my roommates are coming home. Now this. Oh no, my ADD. My ADD.
No, but healthcare in Maryland's pretty bad.
Yeah, I know of a few people from there. It was actually my partner that discovered there was an area called Bethesda, and I'm like, yeah, that's the first person I ever fell in love with. That's their hometown. It might. I'm like, yeah, there you go. But there's a lot of like different, like even as far as I know, Jewish communities kind of around that area as well. Is it still like that, or am I that old? Yeah.
Yeah, like in the suburb, like there's suburban areas where on the map they're technically in Baltimore City, but they're not like in the metropolitan area. So there's a lot of like Jewish communities there in Baltimore.
Mm. Or- yeah.
But
I don't.
yeah, what was it? The Great Migration, like in like the early 20th century, like Baltimore, like Maryland is a border state, so it had slavery, but it was also part of the Union. So people within Maryland were kind of opposed to slavery, but the aristocrats had slaves. So a lot of people that escaped slavery in Maryland, they didn't flee north; they fled to Baltimore. And yeah, so Baltimore or Maryland has the wealthiest middle class of any other state. So pretty much all the poverty is segregated into Baltimore. So that's why Baltimore has a lot of like high crime rates and everything, and you see a lot of interesting stories about Baltimore in the news.
Yeah, it's like a weird like offshoot of those that don't quite qualify for Florida man have like their little area up there. I'm in Florida, if you can't tell from the tan, but I went to a boarding school when I was younger that has that's a video, but it wasn't quite legal. And very expensive, and there's a lot of girls that went there that were from suburbs of like DC and Baltimore, so I learned a good bit about that. Also lots of girls from like California and stuff.
Yeah, and there's actually quite a bit, even though Maryland's a blue state, there's quite a bit of Republicans and conservatives in Maryland. So if you look at a map, it's almost all red except for like the major metropolitan areas, which that makes it a blue state.
Right. Gotcha. Yeah, I keep finding myself in this like part of the country, even though it's probably the part that I hate the most. I mean, Alabama's debatable. But I lived in Mobile for a little bit. It was okay in like 2005, but I don't know how it would be now. But just different social systems in Florida are fucking garbage. They're absolutely terrible. And if it weren't for the fact that I had like a few things going for me here, I'd be gone.
Yeah, what are the reasons behind like why like all the crazy news stories are from Florida? Doesn't it have something to do with like the regulations on how they're allowed to release the news stories or something like that?
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Okay, what the fuck, dude? Hello?
Hi.
You there, Pit Monk? Oh,
This is weird. Why is this doing this?
I don't know. What